Analine Belagalo Nebo, Analine Belagalo Nebo, Anaelo, Malono Nasanyo, Malono Nasanyo, Monge Bai Casanyo, Monge Bai Casanyo, Monge Baola Sanyo. When a wing and one, when a wing and one. What a good number, no, never one. What a number, no, never one. I love my young, I come over. I love my young, Baba lo nebo abaneye, abalo nebo abaneye, abalo nebo abaneye. Yole nela yolo merna, yole nela yolo merna, yole nela yolo merna. Malo nebo abaneye, malo nebo abaneye, lo nebo abaneye, lo nebo abaneye.
Do you want to share your events with the world? Why not contact us? We are Liberia Public Radio, LPR. We are the specialists in advertisements, commercials, radio and TV services. We have the professionals that can help you sell your products and provide live coverage of all events such as weddings, conventions, graduations, reunions, anniversaries, sports, birthdays, baby showers, religious activities, funerals, and many more. Take your phone right now and call any of the following numbers: 682-433-8802, 267-648-6089, 484-786-3337, or 916-533-2048. Our customer service representatives are waiting to take your calls and give you the needed assistance. It is LPR, the home of excellent media services and your friends in business. Hello listeners, this is Mazola, the lover boy. I'd like to invite you to this exciting program. It is called Dancing for Jesus. It is intended to play beautiful inspirational music to help you turn your life to God. Join me on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is our way of showing appreciation to God for the good things He has done for us and continue to do. Don't miss this opportunity. Join Mazola Gizi on every Sunday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the program Dancing for Jesus. Please be there because I will be here to rock it out for you.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's get this out of the way and get a conversation going here. Good evening, good evening. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. Thank you for joining us here this evening, this afternoon, this morning, depending on your locations. I'm Alfonso Zia Sot of the Liberal Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. We want to welcome all our viewers. Thank you so much. Time check here in the East Coast is 8:09 Eastern Standard Time. We want to welcome all of you this evening. By the way, we first want to say a happy literally in the Independence flavor or to bonanza, jubilation, celebrations, observance, as we may call it, in Liberia, and so that is vital. We want to say it, happy independence anniversary to the president, the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia, the joint securities, and all of those that are providing protection for the motherland, for the good of our country. We say happy Independence Day, and we appreciate what all you can do, and we are confident we show that you can do more. So we say, Mr. President, for keeping the peace, for keeping civility. Yes, everything going to be 100% is obvious. It's everywhere, every society. But for the most part, people are going to wake up and see see another age of our country that is huge. So we want to say congratulations to the people of Liberia, the president, the gallant men and women, and entire joint securities, the civil society, and everybody will say happy independence anniversary. Clara, what's the name here? Is that Spider? And since I hope I'm calling your name right, we say good evening. Thank you so much for joining. As you know, we are having there's an independence celebration tomorrow. It just takes us a reflection to who we are as a people, as a nation, to where we are going. And some of the things that we need as you get older, you try to adjust accordingly in order to deal with the realities of today's. And part of that is to do what is right for society, for your country, be it a leader, and for your people, for a better life. And so we are hoping and pray that the government of Liberia and the citizenry, we all have a shared responsibility in terms of keeping the peace and civility is maintained at all times. And so we want to call on the joint security, the police, especially, who more or less interact with the civilian populace on a daily basis, to always exercise tolerance, restraint, and that act of professionalism must be exhibited at all times, because when you are in that uniform, you represent the Republic of Liberia, not just only you, not just only your family, you represent a country. And when you represent a country, you are bearing the flag of that country, and you must do what is right to project the image of the country in a very good and honest fashion. And so we hope and pray that these people, our people, they will do the right thing for the good of the country, so that we all can maintain the peace that we are enjoying. So again, we want to say to all of our Liberians here in the diaspora, at home, other places, wherever you are, we say happy independence anniversary. In Liberia, already in the favor. We hear and say the people they will be outside tomorrow in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. We hear and say will be outside. We'll see who all want to come outside. What are some people going to bring? What about in the Tawagi pie? Everything gonna come outside tomorrow, man. It's in Minnesota. The Red Corps gonna be all outside. You know that's a name, man. That's a nickname. That's the we're drinking, the holding the Red Corps. I'm not sure what other Red Corps gonna be there, but our understanding news filtering in suggests indicates that there's gonna be a huge celebration there as well. Even in our own ocean state here of Rwanda, it's a tradition that is really being observed by Liberians, regardless of the locations everywhere. I mean, whether in the States, you're in Europe, you're in Liberia. That's the good thing. On that part, we always come, people, they always come together and have a really good time. Soccer games, different things are happening simultaneously at the same time, different states, to create that sense of uh, spirit of independence, regardless of our distance from home. It doesn't matter. We still put ourselves into that spirit. So a lot going to be going on there. I hope, Mr. Goya, you're going to chip in here, or you already started this celebration. That's okay to tell us why your community, because we are hearing a lot. Well, and we're hearing that there was going to be a big march there tomorrow. I believe it's a holiday or some sort of proclamation that being issued in observance of the independence. This seems to be maybe one of the biggest or more public size, if that what we are hearing is true, with the sort of permission being granted or state heavily involved, so who all want to be part of that process. And they try reaching out to the executive director, but I promised to have called back. I've not heard from him. But we're hearing a lot of information here, and it's all over. People going to be celebrating and all of that, which is all good. But what next after the celebrations? Will we renew our mind, our thinking, our way of doing things as we become older, as a nation, as a country, and as a people? Or we just celebrate and then the next day we're still the same? So that is interesting, and so that's something we're gonna be doing. Okay, all right. People apply even when you're home, you try to do something that's still they don't want people to just enjoy and just stay there. So so a lot going to be going on, and too much been happening. What next after the independence? The president uses executive power granted clemency on some image, so we are hearing. In Morovia, I'm not sure whether this is also being extended outside of Morovia, because there are other places where people are there, but the idea, people are granted 3 days of 3 days celebration. I think a different thing you're going to do though. Okay, well, who knows? We can fly in tonight and be there tomorrow morning. Anything can happen anytime in an hour. Okay, let's see here. The liberal progressive of the Liberia Public Radio, one of the most ridiculous guy on this network. What I realized, I think he has built his own sour group. He has named Clarence as rescue number 3 now. Terry is number 2. They kicked Sese Goya out already. Sese Goya, he doesn't keep secret. So the liberal to him said, that man already, he finished joining his team. But who don't listen will feed it, because I say it over and over. The liberal is a high risk. There's a potential risk doing business with the liberal. The liberal, the pastor from Minnesota, Terry, and Clarence, these people, it looks like I was told, somebody tapped their line. I was told prior to he coming on and after he leaves, he will meet these 2 guys, they will have a conversation, they will talk about it, and when he tells them exactly what's going to be the talking point. So he has been very calculated. He has been deliberate on purpose, avoid conversation based on this sort of arrangement or sort of inside arrangement. Usually these meetings that they have, so we managed to tap into the meetings. We have some of the recordings. That is very, very much interesting. And Clarence is all in it for whatever reason into this whole liberal business. But anyway, I'm not going to talk behind him. He's here. Let me just bring him, and we're going to have a conversation here this evening. Come on, good to have you. Happy Independence Anniversary. Or if you're already in the Independence celebration, we say go and enjoy yourself, be safe, and do what is right. Let me bring in the liberal progressive of the Liberia Public Radio, something. Broku, Brown. There's one letter. I don't know why you don't put that letter there. There's one letter in the middle. Terry is being initiated into that society. I know Clarence is also literally there because in order to fly the wings of the liberal, you got to do the things of the liberal. All of those values the liberal believes in, you got to be able to be with it. The liberal progressive, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. So. Thank you very much. I'm here tonight with heavy hat, young
Yeah,
Grenadians who happen to be the friend of for all of us, passed away over there in the, I believe it's North Dakota.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
very sad situation. Very vibrant, very friendly guy. He never raises his voice in fight when Grandjita were going through a lot of turmoil. You never heard this young man being disrespectful to anybody. So I think his passing is accident, but it's a little bit painful for all of us. And I say to his family and all of the friends, we sympathize with all of you, Mister So. Having said that, you want me, and let me speak the real total English to you here tonight. Address the devil for the devil to dance. Then you want me to undress the devil in public? Is that what you want me to do? As a liberal, address the devil for the devil to dance for the liberal. But then you want me to addressing the devil, undressing the devil in public? You not see it before? I'm not. What are you like there now? I'm not going to undress the devil in public.
So, okay, I want to come to that, but like you really jumped to our dear friend and brother, and there are a couple of things here. So, let me see. I don't know in which order to start then, but it's interesting, and I want to come back to that. But two of our guys here also observed and celebrated their birthday. One, they call himself the lover boy. And this is something that he's thrown out here. Let's get a taste and then we're going to come back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why yo yo yo? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why yo 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 yo? Good vibes, good people, good vibes, good people. Hush your mouth if you don't like people. Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's the lover boy. 2 days ago was his birthday. And not just only that, our own LPR analyst here, Mr. Moses Simwit, also his wife, just 1 day apart. So we say on behalf of the management and staff of the Liberia Public Radio, we do appreciate all that you do. We say happy. It's all about you from the management and staff of the Liberia Public Radio and Lpr-Tv. We say happy birthday to Moses and your family. Thank you so much for all what you do, your expertise provided on this network. Take a long way, make us to know a lot of things, and we really count on you. And this is a complete sacrifice, all of us, everybody making here, coming here every day. That's a lot to leave some of your personal stuff, to be here. That's a lot. To say happy birthday, enjoy yourself. I don't know how the liberal are talking that you should cook goat soup. So I don't know whether you now slaughter your own goat, or be it. We say happy birthday. We want to welcome our own Southeastern Bureau Chief Correspondent, Roland Harris White Jr., monitoring live from Zulu Whiskey, already in the fever of Independence anniversary. In my bro, is that what 170 what 8?
So, yeah, and we're doing very good on this leadership.
That's not what I asked. I just didn't ask you for the year. I say it's 178. I know.
And I say we're doing very good on the Luffolk County leadership. Luffolk County man leadership. We're doing good.
So what's the purpose of the but like you to really say, we want our condolences go out to a friend, a brother, Mr. Stanley Gay. Stanley Gay is one of the young, active, involved in multitudes of roles when it comes to graduate associations, auxiliary of the graduate associations. Stanley Gay is never left behind. when it comes to graduate associations and its auxiliary district levels, other organization, he's always part of it. Passed away. That's very, very sad, like you rightfully said. 2 weeks, I believe, 2 weeks ago, I was in North Dakota. And trust me, we spent literally the whole day to another friend place at a hotel, went to Harrison Street, who is a friend, and we all were there. My other brother who sit down, we're just reflecting, talking on some of the things I going to the association. In fact, sadly, tomorrow is his birthday. The community, according to family sources, is his first birthday that he ever saw that post from Gibson that he was going to be celebrating. He just went to work and never returned. That was the end of it. It's touching. You've seen a lot of pictures, a lot of images all out there because he's heavily involved. He will be doing the association, be it the Chien district, even the Boston district, because he does have a roof on Boston district as well. So I think our prayers and talk goes out to the bereaved family, the wife and children, and the people of North Dakota, because it's like really the independence celebration, that sort of spirit. I think his death just diluted the entire community. So I know what is happening right there. Having said that, we say good evening, we say welcome. Hey, Liberals, Independence Day, should we be happy?
Definitely, definitely. Under this leadership of President Wakai, you have to be happy, and you must be happy.
On a basis of the happiness?
Well, first of all, in your own county, it used to take you 6, 2, 3, 4 days from Monrovia to Grand Gita. Now it's only taking you 6 hours. And people have been saying that the road, despite the rainy season, people are driving on it, and the driver are comfortable. Of course, we have to celebrate. This is a good time. We're lucky and blessed to have President Baka as our president. We're lucky and blessed to have this gentleman who have had 40 somewhat years of experience, which experience now being utilized effectively to move this country forward. Happy. And we're going to celebrate tomorrow. We're going to celebrate tomorrow in style because of President Baka. We're not here for no, we're not going back. We're going forward. So say the president, and the celebration continues. Mr. Soul, if you are a Liberian anywhere, any part of the world, be happy to be alive and be happy to have President Baka, the president of the Republic of Liberia, who is doing everything possible that our brothers and sisters continue to move forward. Why will we not celebrate? We're not here to and all of these naysayers, they this and that. We're not even listening. We don't even see them. We're not going to listen to them, Mr. So this is a good day to be alive, and we're going to celebrate the birth day of the Republic of Liberia, specifically because President Baka is in power.
So, what does mean for us as a people, as a nation? 178. That's huge. That's significant. What should we reflect on? So what should be the focus now? Not just on the national government, but every citizen, so whether you are in or out, what should we bear in mind as another age nationally being added to us?
Well, Mr. So, we are talking about the Republic of Liberia, and the Republic of Liberia has a leader, and you cannot celebrate without making reference to the leadership of the Republic of Liberia. And because of that, we will say here that under this leadership, all Liberian, you have a good reason to celebrate because the Republic of Liberia is safe. Republic of Liberia is open for business, and people are now eyeing Liberia to see the potential of more reason to see if any of the investor can go to Liberia and invest. President Baka has made it clear we are not here for a handout. We will work for it. Give us the opportunity, and we will work and make sure that we deliver to the people of the Republic of Liberia. And that's what President Baka has been doing. And so tomorrow, it's just a cake over the ice of whatever it is, because based on his leadership, Liberia is here, and Liberia will be here many, many times to come. One of the good things the president is doing for this celebration, he has so many young people now. That's a different subject matter, but he doesn't go back to weed. You see, time of day, I stay here because he know I owe. So he said, "You old man, sit down." He brought in young people, the young generation, and he's showing them the rope how to govern based on his 50 some more years of experience. So, Mr. So, we're very happy to have President Baka as our president and continue to do the best he can to make sure this country move forward positively.
So, but that is what you're saying here, contrary to what the assistant minister said, Minister, your own friend, what his name? What your friend name?
Mr. So, those are liquor talk. He told you yesterday, he said that liquor talk, man, I listen to it. So, we can bring it up again for that. Let's move on.
We should move on.
Mr. So, the man told you he said it in anger.
You said he said it in anger?
Yeah, yeah. And he has apologized to the Liberian people, and it's time that this do not be politicized anymore than what it has been. By the way, I called my son in Liberia today. He ate 6 o'clock in the morning. He ate 12 o'clock in the day, and he's eating tonight again, 3 times a day.
Oh, so what then? So you want us to downplay what the minister said?
Yes, it doesn't hold water in the celebration of things of Liberia.
It doesn't work. Hold water. So you guys want to fire him?
Mr. So, the man told you he said that in anger, and he has apologized to the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia. So there's nothing here. There's no there, nothing. Nothing is empty. We're not gonna go and bring out some old stuff. You see, I know exactly what you're trying to do. I have put in the spirit of this government and this president. I have injected that spirit tonight, and you're trying by all means to weaken it. And we're not gonna allow you to derail our happy day for you to come here and try to derail. Under this president, the Liberian people are happy, and the Liberian people are going to show tomorrow that they are happy. Mr. So, look at the flag protest they have the other time. The protests have nothing. They're going to have that kind of flag protest and what have you. Liberian people have wise enough. They know what is good for the country, and they know under this president, good things are happening. Mr. So, look, let me just say this here. Right now, you can drive from Morea and go to Grand Gita in 6 hours. No mud will even touch you. That's the first thing. No mud. Your car will not get stuck in the mud. For 6 hours, you will drive from Morea to Grand Gita, Zwadru. 2 years ago, it took you 3 days with mud all over you. If at all, you sleep on the road. Palm oil, people rice, everything wasting. You put all over the place. Now you can carry palm kernel oil and will not waste. So this is we're here to talk about good things of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay, I mean, all right, it's just understandable. I know you try to avoid which is okay. But what are you looking of Saint after the independence? What next? And there are a lot of things being happening. We're going to go to that here. But what it means as a sovereign nation to observe. I mean, we have come a long way. Where is the gap that we as a people really need to find our right footing in getting things done?
Mr. So, and that's why we always saying to the Liberian people, when you're going to have an election, vote and vote wisely. And the Liberian people listen to us, and they did. Now, the president, knowing fully well that this is a republic and not a banana republic, he put in place what he called a rest agenda. He has an agenda. So after tomorrow, that agenda stays. The agenda is the blueprint of how to move the country forward. The agenda is the blueprint for all Liberians. You follow it well, we do well. And the president is telling us, let's love Liberia, let's build Liberia. Together, we move Liberia forward. He didn't say I. President Baka never used the word I when it comes to developmental issue in Liberia. It's we, the people of the Republic of Liberia. And on this 26th, tomorrow, I can rest assure you that the president will say, anybody that's going to speak tomorrow will say all of the good things that is happening. Now, I will be the first to say it. Not everything is rosy there, but we're going to be here on this platform. Anybody you bring some sort of a stuff that is not genuine, we will put it back to where it come from. So you ask a question, what do we go from there tomorrow? After the celebration tomorrow, those who are going to go eat at Kisawali, I prefer Tabagi, by the way. I prefer Tabagi, by the way. Tomorrow, I ask all Liberians that are listening to me, make Tabagi your day, your food for tomorrow. It is the best. It is the best.
So,
and if you eat, Mr. So, I'm still talking. And if you eat Tabagi tomorrow, you rest assured that the celebration is going well. And after the celebration, we will go back to the rest agenda and pick it up from there and make sure that things happen. That is always on course. Good things happening in Liberia under this leadership. Mr. So, we got nothing here to apologize for except to say we're grateful to God for giving us President Bakai.
So you are calling on Liberian everybody to eat tabagi tomorrow?
Yes.
Do you listen after this program? Do you go by and listen to yourself at times?
And I do enjoy every one of them.
Let's bring the queens of this network based in the Jersey area, Madam Koto Jala Balayent. Let's bring you all. Let me move this one here.
Yeah, please.
Okay, you know what? Okay, since you're more running, let me do this here. You can't.
That's fine. I don't care what position you put me in tonight. I am here and I'm going nowhere.
Wow. Maybe that's a. But is that a local Z to be drinking or what?
You don't see any drink here with me tonight.
I'm drinking Coke.
No, there are women there. He's too much. Okay, guys. Good evening, Madam Balayan. Good to have you. And always look so. I think we need to. We don't have. What should I say? They will put a queen contest. You will be the only queen anyway. So.
So I have anybody the wrong competition.
No competition.
All the other people ran away. I don't know where they are.
They run away. How did I be here?
We need to call for a reunion.
Regroup. I think Fatu will come. But when Fatu can, let her go to the liberal side. Maybe she will be on your side. Okay, guys. Good evening. Happy Independence anniversary to the last going on here. Let's hear you, Koto. Good evening. I will learn there's a big jamboree activities ongoing there too, as usual, Liberia. What's going on in your Jersey area that was for tomorrow?
Yes, I think they put a flyer up. The Old Timer Association in the Jersey, to be precise, the Trenton area. I put what I think is a jamboree or whatever it is, food sale. I mean, it's a big occasion as we speak right now. They have all got up on the street, where they're going to host the occasion tomorrow. So It's a big one. I think it is a big one because from what I saw this evening, I could not be there because I really wanted to be on LPR tonight, so I have to run away from them.
Oh wow!
To
But
be
you're
here.
gonna be there, you're gonna be there tomorrow.
Sure, I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Yeah, they sent me the invitation too, so I will. Hopefully, I will see you. I will be in Jersey. I'm going to the Garden City tomorrow. Why are you frying your face? You can't come from California to come here. You just stay there with Nancy Pelosi. So I don't care. And anyone being away, man, you go stay downstairs with Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big. Liberal, I think you guys celebrate there as well, right? What's going on in Sacramento?
Well, there's going to be a celebration here. The Liberian community here. Our president, Madam Angela, who is the dynamic president of the Sacramento community, Liberian community here in Sacramento. So there will be celebration. Well, there definitely be celebration in the Bay Area. Liberian community over in the Bay Area will also celebrate. So yeah, there's celebration all over the place, and specifically, many people Liberian descent are happy. They're going to celebrate and they will proclaim the good things that is happening under President Bakai administration.
I'm talking about what is happening here.
Mr. So, how can you, you see, this is the point you're missing. You're missing the point because President Bakai, because of his leadership, Liberian will celebrate tomorrow without fear or favor. Did you get that? So whether you get American passport or not, you will celebrate because President Baka is the president of the Republic of Liberia, and under his leadership, the country is safe and the country is doing well.
Yeah. Oh, man. We need to. I gotta talk to Phil. We need to do some kind of a certificate of retirement and bring him here publicly and just retire him by force, go and retire. Okay, guys. Now it is the independence here. Let's do a little bit quick profiling here. A lot of good news coming. There's some good money really coming, especially for the youth empowerment. What I still not see, I'm not sure whether they have outlined it, portion it accordingly. I know most of the time these providers sponsor when they come to get their own hope behind them. But of course, the government does have a greater part to play, especially the empowerment of youth. The World Bank, African Development Bank President Mandela, he really fired it. And I think that's what I love what he said. If you're not ready, just resign. If you're not ready to do the work, it's not no time to complain. And I think the president loved hearing that. Now, with this money, that this sort of huge money that is coming here, and we're talking about youth bank. I don't know that's the nomenclature, but what sort of program? Let's have a conversation here. What do you, as a Liberian, national government intend? Because when it comes to the youth, that is one of the serious problems. That's the liability. That's the challenge of the government. I don't know what a chunk of that will involve the rehabilitation process or how government going to do it. Let me start with you, Madam Valiant. When they're talking about the youth empowerment, youth involvement in this whole thing, where you want a government to, what specifically for you want to see government doing when it comes to these youth to get them kind of properly integrated? Because see, some of those people still in the cemetery, sleeping there, going in, coming out. That's still a liability to society.
Thank you very much, Mr. So. When we talk about youth development, on a holistic level, we are concentrating on formal education. For those that did not get the opportunity of formal education to get them in the trade area where we can rehabilitate them into a trade level to be able, to gather some resources for themselves or to support themselves and their family. And I think this is where we actually need to focus because also to what I will be actually focusing on is the educational aspect because People tend to overlook education, but it is where it's a key, to an open door in society because they say knowledge is powerful. People are not aware of certain things. If they are not educated, they are not knowledgeable, they perish. And if for any reason I'm asked, I think, we'll focus firstly on the primary education because that's where we need to start, nurturing our kids that are coming up. Because if don't get a foundation, some of the things that we did not get a foundation on today is hard or to, develop on. And then we come to those that are in high school, college, then we focus on them. And for those that did not get the opportunity, like we call the disadvantaged youth, then we put them in a career era. And I see it here. Many times there are some people who just don't can make it in the formal educational era. They are then using their trade era or where they can consider, I make life possible for themselves and they go into the trade era. And besides those that are not cannot go in any of these areas, we find them in maybe having an opportunity to work with some factory area where they can have this factory job opportunity, where they can go in the farming areas that that's part of our arrest agenda. And I mean that open door for everybody to be accommodated in society because let me tell you something. I met a man who was bored. I was living with me. He didn't like, to go to school. And one Mr. Mason told me that this man is resourceful. You cannot just put him out there. You can use him in other areas. And he doesn't want to go to school. And that time during the war, we had just for war. He said, "Okay, let him go sell wool for you, or let him go sell kuwe for you, and and make it useful." That's where he found himself. I thought it was just fun, but then I see that we need to put people in area that they can easily perform because if you can't be fun in the education sector, we find an area where they can work freely. They can go make farms. They can go and business, and find themselves in those areas. Besides, you know, education, we need people who will be in the market. When he said these things, I kind of ignored. I like, why are you saying I must just leave this man? He said, but in the market, if you don't have people in the market, how do you go and buy food in the market? Let man go and sell, But I thought it was something I was annoyed about, but I see people in those era, not to talk down on people who are selling because I saw in the market, but that's the era they feel comfortable of working. Like where they try to bank for youth, those are area that we can allocate funds, for them. Because I know what happened in Nigeria, we had a problem with loan allotment. People went to take money because of the short term of payment. They could not, they fulfill payment and because of that they lost a lot of things. If they have a long term, they could do better in the businesses that they think they can do better. I think if I'm asking the president, those are the areas actually I would stress on.
Okay. So, Lebra, let me just bring you in here. And the reason I'm asking that, I read something, and that was the strategy that Rwanda deployed with this TV. Have over 300 schools. Is decentralized, more or less. Their focus on the vocational human development, knowing fully where the country went through civil war, and one of the easier way was to get the people rolling and be able to be like literally self-employed when government still don't have the capacity to absorb everybody that we want always. When this man is a technical man, is a trained person, he sits home and then people contract comes, and that makes put food on the table. So the question now becomes, what are you looking forward perhaps to seeing the government doing? Do you want them to invest chunk of that into vocational institution as well, rehabilitations? Are they going to upgrade these institutions? because I don't want to say, talk about the data thing. Helen to repeat it. This whole multilateral thing here, when you came to talk about it, they were not adequately prepared. They never had the teachers. Helen Johnson Sally came. We wanted something because we were just trying to picture it from our eyes to say, oh, yeah, this is good. Through community colleges all in their world, the structures are good, but what is in the structure to get the people to do what is right? Teachers wasn't available. The conditions to say like you qualify is ought to go, why you're actually supposed to get all of these things were not properly done, and that has been going on and on and on. How you want this sort of money, because that's a good money to be really invested so that tomorrow, day after, we can see the result of those monies.
Thank you, Mr. So. Again,
And the healing factor, Fatu, we say happy, 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 happy July 26th, Mount Cecilia's son. Happy July 26th as well. Whatever you are, we say we wish you, we thank you so much for your time. Sissy, monthly Sissy, there in North Dakota, again, our DPS sympathy to the whole family, the friends, folks in North Dakota for the loss of Stenegate. Let's hear you, Liberal.
So, Mr. So, as I stated earlier, if you have a leader that understands the operational aspect of a government, you expect and you will get a decent government. If you have a leader who understands the plight of the people, he will always find way to invest into the people. And I read something to you here very quickly. President Wakaide says, and I'll read it from this side, by the way. It says here, President Waka launches $88.7 million Excel project to fix learning poverty in Liberia. That money he not putting into nyama nyama, he putting it in education, specifically primary, to have people to learn basic. And I can assure you that many Liberians today, some people call themselves master degree holder, they don't have the basic. They come from the village of Town and straight to America. But they're smart, so they go and get master degree, but they don't have the basic. And President Waka is so knowledgeable about that he's saying to the Liberian people, I want my children to have the basic education, understanding of the function of a society. If you have those kinds of people, President Waka would say, your future is rest assured. And so, Mr. So, as I stated earlier, this president did not eat that one of the things, if I were with the president, I was going to write him that note, quick to reply
Are
to
you
that.
sure you have with the
Mr.
president?
So, may I please make my statement? The liberal is on the front. They don't know me, I don't know them. Right now, I know only 4 people in the government. 4.
Who are those?
Anthony Cassidy, Sir Johnny, who the other person? Anthony Cassidy, Sir Johnny, and 2 other people I will not call their name.
But
So,
those are people who the president can shake their hand before he goes to bed.
yeah,
Say,
well, whatever. I'm making my point. So you see, this is what you do. You're very good at trying to distract. Rescue 2 is here. We love this show, Mr. So. We're gonna outclass you again tonight. I feel bad for you. But let me go on to make this point. So President Baka recognized these things, and because of years of experience, he knows exactly where to attack it. People, yeah, we all are concerned with the drugs issue. We are concerned with the poverty level in Liberia. But the president is saying, my son, we have it under control. We're going to invest into the education sector. Because here's the reason why I believe. Now, President Waka, they don't know me, I don't know them. But I'm saying the truth. President Waka is targeting the educational aspect of the Liberian life. Because he believes, I believe he believes, that if he's successful educating people, those same educators, now that they're being educated, they will come back and help the society. President Barker always said, no one child will be left behind. He will make sure the drug issue is going to be targeted. But
When?
first, Mr. So, why you want to ask me a question like that? What do you think I am? What did you say? I'm here to educate you. Don't ask me questions. Just listen to me and let's move on with a good show tonight. President Barker is saying, I will educate the future generation of this country. Because with them being educated, they will help this country to move forward. The rest agenda, education is part of that. Mr. So, this government is on track. We are not deterred. We are not going to be dissuaded. You can call us name, whatever name you want to call. It don't bother us. I say again for tomorrow, many of you that are listening to me, go eat toboggi. Liberia is fine.
Okay, Mr. Collins, good evening. It's good to have you. Happy Independence in advance. We're hearing your city going to real lights up tomorrow in a big celebration. Are you part of that celebration for tomorrow?
No, I'm not sure of it. Good afternoon to the panel, to the liberal, Cisco, and you, Mr. Sue, and the many audience out there. I'm not part of that celebration, and all the kind of thing. I in my little small corner, and that's how I roll.
Is it, the Liberal is making a proclamation that the president's here, but I'm going to eat Tabagi tomorrow. So that Tabagi eating too?
Well, that Maya Kuma JMB will recommend because he's from Foya, Maya Kuma. Then I'm Tobagira Loma people from Vonjama.
So we want to buy up for my again.
Maya Kuma, that kissing a dish, that the kissing people food there. Ask this quarter, she will tell you.
What is that?
I don't know what he's talking about. I think that's kissy food. I'm from the Loma group, so I don't know what that Bayatama is. But I know I have an idea of what it is. I really do not know. I'm from the Loma tribe. I'm not from the Kisi tribe.
What I can't say about it, as long as it's coming from JMB, it's good.
Look. This is unbelievable. You don't even know what they're talking about. Is I know it coming from. The old man is
the Loma people can eat ketele, tobagi,
okay, so Moses, the birthday guy, we say good evening. We say happy belated birthday. Yeah, for what you do. We open it up here with you. And the soda there, I don't know the soda in your hand. You take it from the woman take it from you. And you fry your feet. Yeah, and you fry your feet, and that because they carry your soda. I don't understand, but whatever the case is, it is. You say happy belated birthday to you and your family, and we do appreciate everything that you do on this network. Ambrose, good to have you. To Esther, good evening. Happy Independence Day anniversary. Is this the legendary circuit legend Patrick Sat? Patrick, good evening. It's good to have you here as well. John is in the house. Okay, so tomorrow is big here. I mean, my concern. I mean, actually, a lot of good capital is coming, except these grasshoppers, these lions. I hope the president will keep eye on them, and that's where some of them will really need to be fired and turned over because when they hear the big money, when they come down, then they start putting strategy in place to do something here. I don't know this Bella Yala here, this Bella Yala Center here. I don't know. I'm not sure what is actually is happening there now. The facility. Because that could be a very good place as some sort of training or rehabilitation area is uh, out of the city. I think good investment can be made there where you can have some technical something and all of those people, the Central Street, and it's a challenge. or perhaps maybe national government decentralize the sort of rehabilitation process in various zone by county. I mean, really big, giant size vocational trainings where these people are going to be there to really do something. Labor, those guys are
Mr. So, I feel bad again tonight that we're going to outclass you here because if you come with these kinds of ridiculous suggestion and proposal, Bella Yala, you know the name Bella Yala? It's a criminal empire, a place where they have what talking about throwing people, and you want the president to say we're going to utilize Bella Yala? And you know the
the
trauma,
facility. You
Mr.
don't
Stop,
have to
the
put your
liberal
name.
is on the floor. The liberal is on the floor. Let him speak freely. Please don't interrupt. You want the president to say, I'm going to utilize Bella Yala that had trauma. What kind of Bella that born in Labrador? I don't know about Bella Yala. How bad Bella Yala was. Then you want the men to go and take people with drug problem to take them to Bella Yala. You know the need. Why you going? Why you taking? Oh, they took my son to Bella Yala for drug. Mr. So you think look the CDC ideas, oh, ridiculous point of thing from CDC, they're not going to work with us. The president, if he wants to evolve in terms of treating people, he will come up with a brilliant idea. He got 50 years of experience. We're not gonna come here and let you sell us the rabbit hole stuff. So when we start sending people children to better yala, you would be the same person here and contact. Oh, why you said send it to better yala? Then you and Modest June with Dr. Modest June will start making fun of us. We're not gonna accept that. President Baka will find means to treat the people of the Republic of Liberia, Mr. So.
Carter is surprised of the way you're taking this thing to be. I'm not sure whether she agree with you, Carter. Was that a? I don't understand why the old man. I don't get. I don't get. I don't. It's the name. You don't have to use that name. I'm talking about how to utilize that facility because it's in a very good area, good location. You can't easily get out there, and they are not in confinement, but it's there to kind of like I get them prepared for society for proper integration. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure why you upset like this. Koto?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. So the thing about it is sometimes
Okay. Let's Esther get a good 26 for you. Since you don't want to
I
name
watch it, I watch
it,
your comments and things, and I just like thank
really
you.
Puerta Yala. Okay, so you want even though the same B is still surviving, but from the Bella now to Puerta Yala. I don't know what happened.
The thing about it, probably people think about maybe the trauma or whatever they may have think about that name, and renaming would not be a bad thing, but what I would think to be done is to use it in a way that was better, help the future of our kids. And I saw Esther, my sister Esther text, and I like how she kind of like tried to challenge, or bring up issue with the government, which is very good, And I think her idea of the president focusing on primary care and not focusing on drug, I don't think that's
Be
what
careful with her. She's not part of us. She's not part of us.
I no, she's part of us.
You see,
I mean, for me,
that
you know,
guy
I'm
is
I'm a
very
politician. I can't eliminate anybody from around me or no, I don't do that. I try to accommodate whether you're not with me or not, because I am acting of how people who are not with me to be able to transform them or change them to be with me. So I'm not one of the person who will always like salam people who have a different opinion from what I have. As politicians, we always try to talk to people who have different opinion and use that opinion that they have against us to pull them over to us. And that's what I think I can do with my sister Esther. I probably, sometimes some things, can happen on the political line that can make people to start saying some things, especially when for those that did not like the Becca, election, they have different perception of the leadership. But I can tell you that the leadership that is in place right now is doing everything possible to make sure that our children in all levels can have some benefits, from whatever resources that we have.
Yes.
And that is those like in that we call the disadvantaged youth.
Yes.
Also, that's why you see people
We will,
focusing right
we
now
will
on
educate this liberal on this network every day. We will,
that.
he's
The thing
very
about my sister
invited.
is that she will not come, but she will keep trying talk, and
We don't
take
discriminate.
it just when they talking, while people talking, you bringing it in. God, let her come.
No,
She
but
has
you
I
guys don't want to.
like
Terry,
about that's I
Terry,
like
he
about
said here. Terry is a reverend. He said here, and he allowed his guy to say whatever thing he said, to do whatever he want to say, and then when he comes back, he add bridge over troubled water to add up to what liberal saying, and that's the same thing you're doing. So you guys did not push Fatu aside. Okay, Fatu is not with them again. So now he's looking for people. He's trying to. Esther is not for who or who. Esther is just for better Liberia. Unlike you, you look at one side of the world, and you are making proclamation. All of us should eat soup that you don't know whether we are even eating before. You're telling us that what the president told you. How can you do that? Go ahead, Koto. Sorry.
now you see you broke where now you break into my that's not
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. You're
And
gonna
I was saying that Esther is I think her idea is very brilliant, which I can absorb. And for some of us who will have the opportunity maybe to chip them in, we can tell the president and wish. I know that the president is making serious, effort on that line. That's why he even focused on it. He have a proclamation, everything concerning the advocation, the elimination of drug. So this is something. There is a president that looks beyond everything, and I think he's focusing in that direction. There are people who are there. You saw even when they have this problem with the leadership crisis they had in LDA. What he did, he dismissed all of them and then put
what
somebody that.
next? Not just only dismissing.
So
What
you have
next?
you are not then following the event. You have seen where they have even gone to court.
Here we go.
These people have gone to court, and if they are not, going on some line, they would not be sent to court for investigations and things. So you can say what next? Something has been done. At least we say something is done. Then
Okay.
nothing wasn't done before,
All right.
and that way we come to say the fact that we can have something done at this time, greater things will be done.
Okay, let me
Yeah,
go to Terry. You see, the three of you here, you're all, and this is what he said that here before you came on. He sent his message. Terry is on, so you all in
no,
your own
I
world.
am not. The liberal and I can clash here sometimes. The difference with the other group and our group is that we can come out to say the fight when our government is doing something wrong.
No, it's yeah, but
I
all
don't.
right,
I don't. I don't. I don't. I
Terry will
don't
come with this
sit back.
at least here again. Okay, let
No,
me bring in Terry. Let me bring in
right
Terry.
here on
Terry.
the show, we don't sit back here when something going on wrong
Oh,
and just support it. We are vocal. We are vocal in issues that have gone wrong, people that have done wrong in this government, to the point that we have made sure that they do the right thing. We saw it on several occasions.
okay,
So
okay,
this is not something that you can say, oh, we are here backing the government. I mean,
okay.
I also working with the government.
No,
No.
you don't have to. You don't have to work with that. Okay,
No,
Mr. Collins, let me
I'm
just
not
bring you.
supporting anything
Let me.
wrong when the government does that. No. And
Okay.
we said there, we saw with even the COFA issue. What we didn't do, we talked until the right thing was done. Right? And
So
that's what we can do in our own weak way. We whatever is not done right, we will continue to talk on it until the right thing is done.
okay, so Terry, let me just bring you in this thing here because I'm sick and tired with this. At least we do this. At least we do this. It has become literally like a song now. It just left the only thing now to go to studio for the album to be released. This drugs. Let me ask you, has this government done enough to come back? We saw the exhibitions of the president, people taking this test, taking that test. That momentum came, and out of the sudden, it into Do River. So what's going on here?
Did I hear you talk about being in the studio and all those kind of things? I thought the last time I checked, our
We
man
are
is in the.
that we are
But
with the NCC government.
but
Yeah. The liberal has corrupted the
Put us
minds of
studio.
these guys. They are so badly.
but
Terry that I knew yesterday, he has changed for whatever reason. This is unbelievable.
how?
What?
Still is still the CEO guy who is quiet here,
You what?
and allowing everybody to beat him up and all those kind of things, and he stick around still. But
I couldn't get it
happy
on that.
birthday, Mr. Sigbe. Thank you for those pictures are so brilliant, beautiful. Mr. So, the JMB will never be able to do enough on drugs. No president for that matter will be. In the great United States of America, when you go right down the street here in Brooklyn or not, right downtown Minneapolis, the drug addicted people are all over the street with all the technology America has. So there will not be enough done on drugs, but there will be great efforts made. And we can see the government doing some, but are they doing enough to reach to where we want to go? I would say no, because there are so many strategies they can employ that they are not really employing. And I want to believe bulk of some of these things is because there are not sufficient money put into the drug era. Most of the guys who doing the drug thing, I don't even know whether if they are trained enough to handle these things. In my view, the drug the drugs coming into the country is not only because of DEA. There could be so many factors responsible for it. I will also want to hold the transport ministry into it too, because they are responsible for cargo and for load and thing and all the kind of thing. You got the immigration services, you got other security apparatus that are responsible to allow the drug to penetrate. And there are some areas that DEA will not be able to do much because we must understand that our borders are poor. We have poorer borders that are exposed. There are many openings in Liberia that drug can come in. There are some places at the border there is nobody there, no security there, you know, and those guys can just cross over the water in canoe and enter the country. So sometimes you don't even bring the security much because how much security forces we have even on ground to curtail these things, given the fact that we have poorer borders and a lot of vulnerable border points to our country that is not really curtailed. So we will not be able to sufficiently deal with drugs, but we are fighting it more than the previous government. That is what I can say to that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This song is the last sensor or whatever in you and the labor. I don't know. Should we still be going back of the days? This guy probably kicking out. He been kicked out by the Liberian people because he was hired to do a piece of job and he decided to act like a toddler, and so he got the pay. So why are you people always? Should we not be focusing ahead now? Why are you people always bringing this same song that get us into this place, get us into this place in the first place?
But the politics we in, Mr. So we got to lay the foundation and make the audience to know that we are doing better than the previous. It doesn't mean that we're going back. We just say what the facts are. We're doing better than the previous. We are not having 100 million drugs coming into the country being exposed by international community, people going to court and being walking scot-free. We're not having drugs coming through the airport and somebody calling the special aid to the president,
Wow.
or how you call it, the president, chief of staff, whatever how you would call that. But there are so much gains that have been made. We saw the last time on a protest that somebody was shouting that the Boyka-led government stopped them from selling drugs. They no more sell drugs anymore. We're seeing regularly on a consistent basis where women from churches have been caught into drugs. We're seeing people under this government for the first time that they have been sentenced to imprisonment for drugs. That was not being done previously. And we see people who have been in a drug business for many years that were never been spotted on a government radar. They have been picked up today, exposed, gone to court, and sentenced. All right. So the fight against drug is ongoing. I see the lady here saying that JMB took a drug test, but he did not announce it. But at least he took it. Did your guy take drug test? How's your 1% guy, with the retired protest team? Did he take drug test since then? You know, these are things. Yeah. We don't want to go there. You're still let to me. We should talk about
to attack.
the
This is
former president.
Mr. Collins.
Not
This is
Boka Yala, Boka Bella Yala, or playing for other. Listen, Mr. So that's why you see when I come and I start going back, it's because I see provoking comments that is intimidating and bullying our president. No, come clean, come professional, speak, you know, in a way that people will say, yeah, you're making sense on the matter. But when you start provoking our president and we're on the show,
So
we will go back.
let me say
no,
this.
no. You're not running the show yet. You wait until you be recognized. Let me welcome Mr.
No,
Wood.
you don't welcome me yet. Let me make a point, then you welcome me.
No, you're not running the show. Don't do that. If you come on tomorrow, you and Terry and who else? Keto, good evening, welcome. Okay, you know.
Thank you, Mr. So.
There's a fear in him, and the phobia already grabs him now. So he tried to see whether he want to kind of like, let me welcome Keto.
Thank
Keto,
you. You
Keto,
welcome me.
I'm welcoming him. You're not running the show. What's the problem?
So
You're not running the show. Let me go to look. Keto, if you heard what Terry said, you heard a soundbite from the liberal. Okay, Keto. Okay, yeah, but this is getting out of hand. It is not even getting. It is out of hand. This English war, at least here now, multiple times, 100 times, the liberal and his ally, that's what they are choose to deploy every day.
by you running a show does not mean you have to abuse my civil liberty here on this LPR platform.
I will come to you. The question is you why are a problem? I'm speaking to Keto, and the more you interrupt me, the much longer you'll be delayed to get your time to talk. So so you know. Keto, let me just bring you.
Thank you. You know, I was driving coming and I heard. Oh, and by the way, my sis Koto, how you doing? You look beautiful.
As usual.
The liberal spare me the gossip. I read it for you yesterday.
I'm a Friday inside. You want to be like Jabatana?
The political pastor, how you doing? The liberal guru, my pops. No, but on a serious note, yeah. So, you see, one of the things I always say about these Washington and Unity Party surrogates, or dahas, sycophants, and what you want to call them, right? Listen, I listen to Koto sitting on this show here, telling us that the DA bosses, the former bosses, went to court. She telling our audience that the government of Liberia took them to court. That's not a true statement. She said they went to court, and you see what they're doing. Like Bwaka was putting them through court process because of what happened. And no, it was the director suing his deputy for defamation. It has nothing to do with Liberian government. So when you said that, I was like, wow.
Did I say Liberian government?
You said it took them to court. Well,
I
you don't have to put it.
You said to court.
You said
it went.
Carter, you're not going to. When the independent is speaking, relax. You're not going to twist the whole thing.
Uncover independent.
Oh
uncover CDC independent. Since when you become CDC independent? Don't try to fool us. No, he's trying to fool our audience.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Carter is capable. You have never defend Carter on this network. I'm the only person that can do that. So don't seek she's not looking for defense counsel, okay? If you want to do your pro bono work, go to Sister Goya and Taiwan Gonglo. They left Gonglo alone now. They're all on the other side, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Go ahead.
So look the other thing, I just want to put that to rest with Cutler, so we can be true to our people. You cannot continue to govern in fallacy or falsehood. You came to power in falsehood and you try to govern in falsehood. That's not going to slide. Secondly, right? I hear these people saying, and it will, and it's in progress, and it is, and the president is doing, and XY people around him. Now, they won't put the glory on the president when there's a decision made, but they will take the bad side from the president when bad things are done in the government. Now, all the other things like the $88 million whatever project for school and all that thing, good thing. That's a good thing for the president. Now you're on Giselle Bwaka need rinky in it. But when something else bad happens, it's not Giselle Bwaka anymore. It's his people that around him, that they are the people that around him that causing him to do that. And that's the hypocrisy we talk about here. This old man who is vindictive, he's ill-informed, he has no ability to run this nation.
Are you going to allow that?
Oh my God, let me just talk. Our country is on remote control by few people around the president. Remote control by vindictive people who are or divided minded when it comes to bringing our country together. These are people that are pushing the button. Joseph Boakai is not making no kind of policy statement or implementing anything in our country. Our country is being ran by the Buju Ben Keita. It's been the same by what a guy named Kofi Samawu.
I will send that ton of fire in your mouth.
Exactly.
I reject it. These are people, the likes of the Verdials and all these people, and then the liberal will come on the show to lecture us about a father of the nation, a vindictive old man. And this is sad.
Let me bring in Terry.
Mr. So,
Terry, give it to him.
Mr. So, Terry, Rescue 2, I'll take your minute. Mr. So,
hold on. Why are you? What's the problem?
No, but this is beyond belief. Beyond belief.
Let's hear you.
Thank you.
Show your outburst.
Yeah.
First of
all, you asked question earlier. Why, Terry? Why you guys going back? These are some of the reasons we flog them. Instead of them zipping, be quiet, they come on these kinds of platforms and try to reinvent themselves. As though we're so stupid that whatever they talk about themselves, however they praise themselves, we're going to accept it. These are all crooks. We kick out. They got nothing to offer. All they need to do is to be quiet. But no, they want to be relevant in this time when the president, the father of the nation, especially this day, why will you even allow Walter Carter to be part of this program when you know we're having a 26th tomorrow? No, their time is over. Their time is over.
No.
Their time is over. They have no place anymore. They are not coming back, and we're not going to allow them to
vindictive attitude. Do you see that? Do you see that?
Whatever you want to call it, we will not allow that. You're going to come here, the father of the nation, and you're going to say he's vindictive. This man got 50 years when the place he's taking us in a hole that you guys put us in. He's trying to get us out of that hole. Let's be appreciative for the father of the nation. You're going to come here and say that he doesn't know what he's doing? He doesn't know what he's doing? Up to this time? 1 year plus in his government and everybody's dancing? You want to do the protest, people kick you out of the street? The police says, yeah, you go ahead, but the Liberian people don't want you? This is what you're going to do? Mr. Soul, let me say this. Mr. Soul, let me finish. Let me land on this. Look. There's nothing sedition we are sharing can do to dislodge us or try to perhaps distract the father of the nation. He has an agenda, and that agenda going to be improved on, and that agenda going to be implemented fully. by this president. He has not done anything in the last 1 year plus to indicate to anybody, let alone flunkies, that this father of the nation is unable to carry out specific duty. He has done all that he can to make sure this thing happen. He came here to the United States. He was never invited at CIA headquarters. They invite you to CIA headquarters. What are you, spy now or now? Do we know that? You were invited to CIA headquarters. What they talk about? They probably hire you as a spy. Yeah, that one will come bring it back to power so you can turn our secret to whoever you want to turn our secret to. Mr. So unacceptable. The reason why we're going to continue to go back, these people were defeated massively. If they know what I know, they will say nothing and we will not mention them. But anytime they come out and try to say something, we will remind the Liberian people about where we're coming from. And that's what Terry stated. We're trying to tell you where we are compared to where we were. We were in a hole, and the president and this government took us from that hole. And now we're out of the hole pretty much. The president is still trying his best. And that's why we need to pray for him for long life.
Look
We
at the
need to make
deception.
sure
Look at the deception.
whatever. We
Look
need to
at the
make
level of
Talking about the
deception.
deception. You keep
whatever,
talking about
whatever,
deception.
whatever. I'm not going to respond to him. We have to make sure
This
that
is
this
mis
president.
and
Now will
disinformation on
respond.
this
We have to
I
make
will
sure that this
respond.
president. We have to make sure that this president continue. We pray for him, and he will do whatever it is to make sure that we're successful.
Oh,
as a
labor,
country.
spare all the gossip. Your time is over, labor. Thank God you're on the bottom like me.
Okay, let's change gear here. I don't know any of you guys this much talk about video because it has created some sort of attention within the diplomatic cycle, the Guinean foreign minister, and all of that. But I'm a free thinker, so I'm gonna bring you back here. There are some things you always like to avoid on this network. So when people bring you, then you remove yourself. You're coming back here. He trying to run away. You think that here Terry alone here tonight. I'm bringing him back here. I haven't listened to it. Terry, have you had the opportunity to watch this video that much talk about the video? I just saw some of the reaction of ordinary people, but on the other side too, from what I'm hearing, what we're seeing, the identity, she's a Guinean. So if she's a Guinean too, then we also have the right to know whether she's illegal. You know, our country is a country of law and order. It's not a justification for whatever action the police did, but we will also know. But let's listen to some of this sound by the aftermath of this whole much talk about video. I'm trying to get it, but I'm just trying to react on what.
If they cannot say anything, I'll celebrate out to them. If Mr. Bonner cannot get Muslim women justice, there will be no peace. We need justice for women. And we'll get it. We'll get it by fire, by force. We must get justice in this country. We deserve better.
Courtesy DNTV, that's another lady that is speaking there, correct? By fire, by force.
Yeah, Mr. So
We
that is a
know,
sedition.
she a big
It's a
sedition.
sedition.
And we know where she comes from. Those are people who have been frustrated from the election. We all saw the video from the erection of this whole crisis. How can a person be? I'm a lady. I'm a female. I know she is a lady too, but I can't look at the wrong being done and accept the wrong being done, Mister. So, see what she did to the police. You cannot have the national police to be treated in such a manner. And the only thing I had problem with was how the child, within her hand was, trying to be taken off her hand. That's the only place I would say the police
So,
shouldn't have done that.
I've not had it.
What she
Honestly,
did to the
I've not.
police,
Honestly, I've not seen the video. So,
I
what you
took
using the
pictures of
child,
the video.
using the
saw the
child,
video.
so
I actually started. Can you imagine somebody starting to even put hot soup on the police?
That's not
Why
true.
do you do that?
That's not true.
You see that? Okay, you always say the worst thing because right now you're not
Play the
thinking
video
about the
from play the
life
video.
of
The
the
video are there.
police.
When me
You're not
sending the
thinking
video,
about the
Mr.
life
So,
of
Mr.
the
So.
police.
Yeah, I will.
You don't do
I
that.
know I want to see that
I'm a
video.
female. You think why? You think I will go against
If you can put it in that group chat, I will download it and see how it looks like.
because of anything? But what was done? We should respect the police at a time. I do that here the same way people disrespect police. I tell them the same thing. When the police pull you over, stop. When you are called for interrogation, stop. Follow the police. But you cannot challenge the police. That is unacceptable. You can't do that. And see what she did there. Trying to attack the police and putting her soup. You think that is right? You can't do that to a police. So just stop. And that girl, they even put her pictures up where she was a sedition. Putting
Does it
up
matter? She's a Liberian, a woman.
of course, she's a Liberian. But look at the reality. You can't always be blind to things that are not right.
So we will see the video and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, you show the video and let's see what we can talk about it. I saw the
Mr.
video
So,
also.
let me find you right here. To Mr. So.
You see, that's why when things happen in this time, we see people are around to videotape exactly what happened on the ground. She initiated a whole crisis.
So
Now
from,
they turn
while we're
it a
waiting for that,
religious, they turn it into a
Otto,
religious thing.
Terry, you saw that? You saw the video? Terry, have you
I
seen
watched
that?
the video, Mr. So the problem
So
is
while I'm waiting, it seems from what I'm hearing, without seeing it, was she using
I
this
sent in the chat room, Mr. So.
Was sending the chat room?
Yeah, you may send it directly to you?
Yeah, please, if you can do that. I want to see what I can download here quick. Yeah, was she using the chat as a shield or what?
That's what you are doing. Using the child as a shield. After she have done what she did to the police, then went to take the child to take the child as a shield. You don't do that. The child was not with her when she did the first, when she initiated this whole crisis.
So, anyway, that other port, when the port fin, I'll get my opinion on it too. Because I watched.
Liver, you had the opportunity to watch that video?
Yeah.
What's your thought?
Well, for me, I just feel like Mr. So is miscommunication.
You say miscommunication from whom?
Between the lady and the law enforcement officer, from my perspective.
So, Mr. So if you watch the video from the beginning, at first I didn't watch the video from the beginning, so I concluded that the officer was very, he used excessive force, especially like Sis Scotto said, when he was snatching the baby away from the mother. But when you go back to the video and everybody was saying, oh, she poured hot soup on the police officer. No, she didn't. The police officer was standing. She had something in her hand. She was talking to somebody to stop videotaping them because people who understood Fula came and interpreted what she was saying. There were some family members who were there videotaping. When the people came, the theft people came, they wanted to arrest the person who owned the house. She said, I am not the owner of the house. My husband, let me call my husband. And they said they were going to arrest her. So the police officer, she told the police officer, let me call my husband. The police officer made the experience say, they're more resistant arrest when I will use force on her. So while they were talking, somebody was recording, either family member or brother, one of them. And so she was saying the person, don't record me, don't put me on video. And then she took the thing and threw it at the person. The police was still standing up. When the thing landed on the ground, she passed the police officer who was standing, nothing touched him. And when the people another stuff, then when the police jumped on her to put the handgun on her, and when the whole soup part waste on the floor. If you look at the video further, when the police were yanking the child off, there's no soup, no spill, no water on the police. There's something touching. And I saw the video in its totality. So what happened here was, I think the police overreacted from everything. And it doesn't matter whether she's a Guinean or whoever. She's African. She live in the region. And I think when something of this happened, the police should exercise restraint. Now it has caused international or condemnation. It has caused us, while we're sitting now on this platform, discussing things that are supposed to be handled properly. And it's sad.
I think Moses sent something in the group chat. Let me see.
So
Let me.
what do you for your own
Yeah.
explanation?
So let me.
Mr. So
I
can I
think.
come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry, you guys can. But I think you're sending the group chat. I'm sure that the video. Let me just shoot it so all of us we. I hope that's it. If that's it, if not, it just.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Let me share what.
Yeah, just I got you force on. If I you force on, you'll be back on.
But you see that woman is here now, so what's she for me? I beg you, brother, I beg you. No, man, I'll go through. That's it.
Pause this here. I don't know whether my glasses good or not. I saw the serial sort of somebody smashing people. She was the one that was smashing the officer.
No, that was not it. She threw something at somebody. You saw the officer standing
Even with
after
that,
it.
in the
Hold on.
presence of the police, why would you do that?
You see what I'm saying? Now
That's
you can
nonsense.
contradict anything. You say in the presence of the police, she threw something
No,
at
you
a family
saying
member. Watch the video again. Read it.
Mr. So,
Watch the video and see
Mr.
it.
So,
This
can
police
we
was still
provide
standing.
information to the issue? Yeah,
Say
can
again?
we provide some little information?
Yeah,
I think
sure.
Keta need to do a research
Exactly.
on the rules of engagement. Even if she attacked another person under the rules of engagement on the use of force, the police is obligated to protect the environment
Exactly.
from any attack. Anybody who she attack, the police can use force on her to stop her from attacking the person. It don't necessarily have to be the police officer.
So
She
you
threw a
agree with me now,
chair
Mr. Todd? I mean,
and
you
she
get what I'm saying?
dumped soup. She could have hurt people and she also wanted to hurt the child. You're not understanding what's going on here, Keto. Even if she did not attack the police have the right to use probable force to stop her from trying to hurt or threaten somebody else. The police can have the right to do that. Go and check the rules of engagement on police. Go check it. You will see the use of force. How does police apply force? And the police did not use baton on her. The police did not use an arm on her. He did not use any weapon. The police apprehended her and tried to cuff her. To bring her outside now, she went and collected the child to put the child in harm's way. She was actually threatening the lives of other people in and around her, which is unlawful. She resisted arrest and she put threat in the environment. And that lady could have gotten hurt in any other country. You know what happened here in America the last time? The police entered the house. The lady was going for her food. The police shot her straight because they kept giving her instruction: do not move. She started going towards the counter. They shot her. How they kill her? So I don't understand what you're trying to say, Kenta. I really don't.
We don't talk about trigger happy police in here. So,
No,
Mr. So, when you watch the video, right? My own thing, I think we should be able to speak the truth. She didn't.
That's just the truth.
She didn't attack the police. She attacked somebody, and I agree with Terry. What Terry said, she attacked somebody else because the police was still standing there, nothing touching. But he ran on her and put her down, and the soup wasted on the floor, hit and wasted and spilled on somebody else. They were not the police. But guess what? The woman baby was in the process. The woman baby was crying. What you expect her to do? She held her baby because her baby was crying. Now, as a professional police officer, what you do is you de-escalate the situation, get the baby away from her, and you can put her on arrest.
That's what the police were doing.
The police drag her or will hang her hand. When she had the baby, the police yanked the baby out of her hand.
Let's guys, let's go on. In the last 10-15 minutes, let's make use of it. The birthday guy, the security guy is here. Let's get his honest analysis on this here. Moses, happy belated birthday. I would know you honor. I know you on top of the water. You honor the water, whatever it is. But this is something.
The birthday boy got haircut and everything. My goodness.
What you gonna do with that?
Wow. Congratulations.
Happy birthday, Mr. Siwe.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, Mr. Sigbe.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday,
That was
Mr.
cool.
Sigbe.
So,
Can you put that statement
Moses,
of Mr. So? Can you put that
Yes.
statement off on Esther? The thing that Terry just said, the police that shot the lady, he was charged with murder. We talking about trickle happy police then, yeah? The people are quick to shoot people because they're crazy.
Okay. Good
okay,
evening.
okay, Moses.
folks.
Yeah, I guess your review. Give her a concise and your own analysis. If you were the one have gone to maybe affect that arrest or whatever it is,
Yeah.
how will you handle that differently?
The first thing I want to say here is that you don't do investigation or react to public opinion when you're looking at security issues. You speak about the facts. The first thing is that the IG publicly apologized without even knowing the story and getting results from the story. That was first wrong, which exacerbated the situation for people to go out and protest. But when you watch the story, you see that, and people keep seeing the police. The guy that was standing up and speaking with the lady was the enforcer of LEC. The police had a face cap. The only involvement with the police at the end of the video when he tried to take the kid out of danger because the woman had shielded herself with the child.
Exactly.
The video is there and it's pink blank. Keto, I do investigation all the time. The first time I heard about it, a friend of mine called me and he wanted to do my analysis. I said, without seeing the video, I can't tell you. But let me tell you something. They've been instructed, from what I heard, that when they go to the theft place, the person who's recording is also with the enforcer. That was the person who was videotaping. And the woman became agitated because they were videotaping her and then asking her questions.
So quickly, are you saying the one who does the recording went with the officer?
Yes, there were two of them. Those were the two. You see the guy with the yellow boots on. Both of them wore helmets. The police officer who wore a face cap. He didn't have a helmet on. If you watch the video over and over, you will see that the people involved with her were wearing helmets. They didn't have a face cap. The officer had a face cap. And when she shielded herself with a little boy or little girl, that's when the officer came to take the kid, the baby, out of danger. He took the kid, he fought and took the kid from her. He didn't yank the kid because there was a little scuffle and she was holding the kid pretty tight. And you could see in the video when the kid was walking because of the commotion and the kid started crying. And that's when she went in and embraced the kid and was sitting at the door, at the entrance door. But in all, my people, once she threw the bench at anyone, that means that she had escalated the whole incident. And at that point in time, it warrants some kind of restraint. Because who knows what was next to follow. You got to observe all around there. There was no one around there that they could slam her. So they brought her in. And at that point, when you throw something at somebody and you become physical, they have to apprehend you. First, to calm you down, number one, to put you under control. Then, when you come to yourself, then we sit down, we can have a conversation. Instead of don't warrant an arrest until someone is physically assaulted by the bench you threw. Because when she threw the bench, she didn't want to throw the bench. She charged at the person she threw the bench at. She ran towards that person. So she was already agitated and going after somebody. At that point, they needed to restrain her. But the police, you don't see the police anywhere in the video until he took the kid from the
I'm going to end that video. Let me ask you. Yeah,
That's not true.
So
there's a video.
So you don't want to see the truth.
That's not true. Put the video back on, Mr. To.
Come on, man.
Mr. So, please put the video back on.
It's in the video.
We all watch the video.
Let's put the video back on.
Watch the video.
Keto.
I don't have feelings for a
No,
child.
let the video come back on.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it here. We get 15 minutes.
So, yeah, just I got you folks on.
I beg you, brother, I beg you. No, man, I go do. No, no, that's it.
Okay.
Mr. So,
So let the video finish. So let the video finish. You're seeing hanging the baby leg.
That's it.
Mr. To,
Let me ask you something.
Mr. To,
Listen, who initiated the some provocation?
the lady,
The
I
lady.
said, who initiated the provocation?
the lady.
So Mr. To,
What's
Mr.
about
So,
the press? What's about the policeman was talking to the interpreter? If I do it this way, if I, if
It's
it be
not the policeman, Mr. So. The two of them have helmets. You see the guy who was pushing the lady from the back. If you can watch the video, you can see that he got his belt out to climb the pole to disconnect.
They are the enforcer of
So the enforcer, those were the two
But let's establish.
enforcers.
Mr.
Listen,
Sigbe,
Keta,
let's establish some facts here now. I can't establish some facts. Just give me 1 second. 1 second to establish
no,
facts.
you wait a minute. You wait a minute.
That's why the time we get off.
You wait a minute, please. The two people that took the woman out were the enforcers. The guy in the back with the yellow boots already had his shoes on to climb the poles. That were the both of them that forced the lady to the door. And when he was pushing her from the back, if you look at his waist, he was wearing the thing that goes around the pole to climb up on the pole. The police were wearing face cap, and that's what you saw at the end with the face cap when he went to pick up the baby from the woman.
So that was it.
No, wait a minute, Keta. Wait a minute.
One at a time.
Wait a minute, Keta. You got me. Those are the things that we do in that country that really is disturbing to the citizens and to the security of our people. We look at the facts and we try to perpetrate something different. The police officer that took the baby, if you watch him, he has a face cap. He didn't have no helmet on his head. The utility cats were worn by the enforcers. And you can see it in the video, playing in the video. So please let's get our facts together, and the video is there, explains itself. And guess what? The IG should have investigated the whole situation before reacting.
Mr.
Right.
So,
we're going to do it one at a time.
Can I just
extinguish, the anguish at a time. I think that's why
can I just say something, Mr. So?
Hold on 1 second. We're going to do it one at a time, and that we're going to be close in 2 minutes each. I think that is fair because sharp 10 o'clock we're going to be here. I will still have to look at A and all of that, but there are a lot of things
we can talk about it later.
Yeah. So you want to use your own 2 minutes now, Keto?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So when you look at the video, there was a person standing up next to the lady wearing a helmet with an AK-47 across his chest.
AK-47.
I don't think that's a LEC enforcer there.
That's a patron.
Moses, can he let he do it?
AK-47 across his chest. It was not. And that's why I say, only when you play in the video, you can mute us. But when you play the video, you will see him clearly standing up with AK-47 across his chest. That was the same police officer that after the woman attacked whoever had a camera, and according to my sources that interpreted what the lady said and people that were around her, it was her daughter, her husband's daughter, or her daughter that was recording her. And she said to the daughter, yeah, your father put me in this post, in this stuff here. Let me call your dad. Don't recall me. Why did the girl recalling? She kept telling again not to recall. She took the object and threw it at the girl. The object fell on the ground. She reached for the object. The officer still standing up. When she reached for the object, the officer that had a white helmet on reached on her, jumped on her to put the coffin on her hand. And after he succeeded putting the coffin on her hand, he dragged her all the way out to the door. And when she grabbed her baby, there's another officer that was there, or he took that helmet, or I think the helmet fell while struggling the woman, and he tried to pull the baby out of the woman's hand. He was not successful, and he hold the baby leg. At the end of the video, I can show you another video where you see he holding the baby leg out of the woman's hand, forcing the baby, and then the woman let go of the baby, the child, and then he want to bring the woman out. That's where the video stopped. The whole video is there. You will see the officer in white helmet. That's what I want to tell Mr. And the thing that across his chest, it's an AK-47. So if you go back to the video, you see the AK-47. It's not a baton.
Thank you so much. All right. Who want to go next? Terry?
Mr. Sigmund is the only trained investigator on this platform, and he have given us clearly what he saw in the video, and Keto is making a whole, talk that he himself premeditated interpreting Fula and all. I never knew Keto could interpret Fula. But
I can also interpret gibberish.
No, that one I give it to you. You got you know how to do the tabula rasas and all that.
Everything the Razak interpret.
Mr. Sigmund gave me even a broader view. That after he played the video, I even saw a broader view that the police were even not the one in fact dragging the woman. I thought all along that video I've been watching, I thought I was a police officer. But when Mr. Sigmund just explained and we watch the video, it's clearly seeing that those guys were the power theft guys. So the police were the guy with the hat on his head who are trying to get the baby out of the way. You see? So, but even if it was the police officer, what I read here is that the police have the right to exercise some kind of force when even the woman have put threat, when she threatening other people's life in the area. It don't necessarily have to be the police officer. She don't necessarily have to take chair to throw it at the police officer. Once she reached to that level where she throwing chairs, dumping soup, you saw when she dumped the soup, somebody was crying. So like to say maybe they had soup wasted on somebody. You understand? But somebody was crying. I don't know if that was her daughter or her child were crying, but somebody was crying. So the police had to neutralize it, put people under control. And again, our sympathy will see it to be something bad, that is the Liberian something. And we are civilian. That's how we're supposed to respond. But security people, that's their job. That is what they will do in any given situation.
Thank you so much. Let's hear your Koto.
Thank you, Mr. So and this is where I have problem with our people on the other side of interpreting issue differently than the reality. And we have to stop this thing, regardless of me, not supporting a particular group. I cannot just that blind loyalty leads me to make wrong judgment. I'm a woman with kids and grandchildren. I would not see such a situation and then take side with a police or whoever it was that were trying to protect that child. You cannot use a child as a shield, to protect yourself from the wrongdoing. In no way you should attack anybody for any reason. Whether they were telling they did the wrong thing by recalling her, she shouldn't have initiated, such an attack on whoever was recalling her. And this is very important at this time, because if that video was not there today, we will start saying, oh, the police did this against her. But it was good that that recalling is there today, that our investigation can be here. So this is where, for me, I'm telling our Liberian people to be very careful how to run a judgment on issues, because we are all seeing the video clip. Nobody understands. You alone have a different opinion to the whole video clip than everybody else that saw the video clip. Let us not blind ourselves with a blind loyalty because I don't like this government or because I don't care about this government. We all didn't like we are government, but I did not create a lie against we are government for any reason. I did not. Let's stop this thing.
Thank
If
you so
the
much.
Lpr is our country, and we all today we are talking about the 178, independent. We should stop. Don't put away those things that we were doing today that affect our country. Let us start putting our mind in better things that will develop our country. Because let's put the petty things aside. We are so political minded that everybody want to take a side politically. Let's look at the reality. I'm for
All
the
right.
let's look at what is real and put Liberia first. Put our political government aside and see what's good for our country. For me, that's what I have to say. Tomorrow, 179 is our time to start thinking beyond what we have been thinking and mature mind than what we have been thinking in the past. Because for me, when I have a birthday, the next thing is I'm thinking what I have done wrong and to build a better life for me in the future. That's what my thinking is. And that's what I think Liberia should be tomorrow as we, approaching the 178th birthday for Liberia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So firing from Jesse. We're coming to celebrate that. We're going to see a lot of the Liberal already made a declaration. I just got a message. So to will be the cooking in New Jersey area there tomorrow. Moses, let's hear you before the Liberals send home.
Yes, please. Thank you, Brother So. Listen, my people. The enforcement and tough enforcement with LSC has been enforced in our country since Ellen Johnson Sirleaf administration. Maryborough, when we see a lot of incidents that happen in our country with Maryborough going to houses, and that's the same enforcement. So anybody and the population of Liberia know that if you see the current and they catch you, they come in there to get you. And they have these people trained just for enforcing this. So the country is aware. Once you put on your PSA and you inform the country, this is not something that just happened yesterday. Even during Weah time, during President, His Excellency time, President Weah, I think there was state enforcement going on with the theft of electricity. Now, if the people don't want to pay bill and want to steal, then how do you hold the government for it when they don't take the necessary action? And those people that went there exercised quite a bit of restraint because they could have gone right on the pole and just shut everybody down once they discovered. They were giving her an opportunity, as you can see. And the guy who was speaking to her was the enforcer. It couldn't be the police officer because he kept saying, "What you talking so?" And he kept telling her, "You don't want to," in the sense of her not cooperating. Then they said, "What can I owe my this so?" They didn't want to do what they did, but they had to do it after she attacked someone with an object. With an object. Once you escalate something, then the police, there's no bar, whether you're man or you're woman. And I think we need to start polarizing these things. And one thing, because we have certain things against certain people. And that's why I keep saying on this show, police officers are not part of political parties. They need to protect and defend every citizen of that country. And I want to commend, just the other day, we talked about the rally, the protest that went on, how peaceful that was. On the same show, we were saying bravo, because the protest was peaceful. There was no kerfuffle with those small things. Those are the things we want to see.
Okay.
So I beg you, next week, hopefully I'll feel much better. I want to do some research on some things so that we can talk about it more. I'm doing more investigation, and I'm getting some investigation.
So the funding you gave here tonight are preliminary. You say you're doing more?
Yeah, that preliminary. We're not speaking of the video, but we got to get more facts.
Okay.
Because somebody has to be prosecuted. Either the lady for the assault,
Exactly. That's my problem. That's the only problem I have, because sometimes some of these things are very inconclusive, and we want to, I don't know, satisfy.
Somebody
Let's bring in
asked
the
the
liberal
prosecutor, you know, the lady or those guys that drag her. Something went wrong.
So liberal, because I try to, and I want to play a game, because the reason I asked the first questions, who provoked the situation to get it to escalate it like that. If you look at it, maybe the both sides said somebody, because I heard, I don't know whether that's the police, but I know you heard the voice. I don't want to use force. When I use force, it will be bad. Was that the police I was talking?
The police officer.
No, that was not the police officer. Because
watch the man standing with a gun in his chest.
The police
play the video, Mr. Soul.
Did not say that.
Hold on 1 second. Let's watch it here, because that's where I'm trying to find the root cause of how
it was his.
Yeah, just I got you force on. If I you force on, you'll be back on.
You hear that?
You tell who is giving that? Who is giving that?
Who is the police officer with a handcuff in his hand? He had a handcuff in his hand. He had
an
AK in his chest.
You
police
see the
officer got a white helmet. He got a white helmet.
Who was speaking? You tell, if I don't use force, I don't want to use force. If I use force,
the police officer was saying it.
The same man with the helmet on that was talking to her.
Except they will tell me they get at least carry AK-47 now.
All right, let's leave it.
Continue watching it.
You're not there. Everybody to doing here.
Yo, I watched the video. And listen,
what is AK-47?
And listen, corrected.
The liberal saying, it's 9:59.
I was staying corrected if I read that thing wrong, but I will still make some research on it, because I know police officer would not be wearing helmet.
Definitely.
Okay.
That was not the police officer.
Guys, let's leave it there. Liberal, let's hear you before we go.
Thank you, Mr. So. I think you have achieved a lot tonight. You managed to turn a good celebration schedule for President Baka tomorrow by bringing Walter Carter in this video in. They're trying to derail all our happiness. I think you have achieved your aim tonight. And we will just say thank you very much, Mr. So. We'll be back here. The entire thing, in fact, since because of that, I might just come on tomorrow to try to clear the air, because we have to have this old man to know that we support him and he's doing well. But here you are, just from the starting. You try to muddy the water. You try to question me, try to bring me down, try to take me out of my game tonight. And you were successful by bringing this video, which is, from a moral standpoint, is very demeaning. It doesn't matter who you are as a Liberian. These are not things that some of us that grew up in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, or what have you, are used to these kinds of behavior. Liberians those days, if there's a gunshot down waterside, you're running to go see who's shooting. That's not happening anymore. Liberians those days, if a young man selling ball and somebody tried to rob him, people who don't know him will come to his defense. Not anymore. What has happened with the power theft issue in Liberia? It's bad. It's ruining the economy. We all know that. But at the same time, if we think we need to move this community, the country to another level, these are the time that we're supposed to employ more training. If you're going to arrest somebody, if you know there's a language barrier, you carry somebody with you that perhaps the community going to trust. And my understanding now that lady, she's already upset with her husband or putting them in a situation with this power theft issue. And so her issue might not just be the police. But once again, the police do not have good record in Liberia. They are not trusted. And even the power theft people, they are not trusted. So perhaps she is already set up to be on the defensive side. And the whole thing, it just went wrong from starting. We need to do more to have our community to be.
This is the word that I've been waiting for. We need to do more. You see, you are more consolatory this evening This is the tone that we anticipate. This is the tone that we want to hear to be somebody.
Mr. So, you really try when you successful demoralizing my
That's what.
strength tonight by this video, because this video does not boast well for any of us.
So meaning you knew about this video on purpose. You and Terry decided just not to have.
We have the discussion on it yesterday. We agree on it. And
came back.
Not to talk about it. You and Terry agree not to talk about it.
No. I said we have the discussion
That's
yesterday.
You said
Lpr is my champion tonight.
I said we have the discussion.
Yeah.
You hear the liberal? He said he
I said Terry and I have the discussion yesterday, and we agree on the process of what is happening. We didn't agree to say we're not going to talk about it. But let me just say this here. Mr. So.
You see,
Mr. So. No, you cannot bring me to this position and try to degrade.
This is how genuine, authentic, and honest we are. This is Esther. Thank you very much, Mr. You would never.
Was it not the same Esther that say I was talking about 3 minutes ago? That not the same Esther that said that I wanted to make sure what I was very serious.
That's why she's praising you for saying something.
No, but let me just say.
That's being authentic. Let you say it, or you don't like to hear that. Go
let me just say this, Mr. So. On the police director, that apologies process that happened. That's how you de-escalate, because the situation would have gotten out of hand. Liberian, from all indication, people are debating as to whether they should even give. There are some Unity Party members that are going around bringing video from Pakistan that beating women with hijab and taking their hijab up. You know, now the whole thing is just getting too ridiculous. So I think again, let us stay with the theme of unity. Let us stay with the theme of celebration. The president is continuing to do good. The president has done a wonderful job, and I think this president, under his leadership, Liberia will be successful. And so many of you that are out here, anybody praising me right now, I don't even trust your undercover sedition. That's all I can say to you. Your undercover sedition. So that praising your president, and I'm good praising.
Don't trust the man yet. Tonight he's being hooked, he's being tied, so it's a true
Mr. So, because you're damping my spirit tonight, I will have to come on tomorrow. You saw when we started this, but I should have known better. I should have known better that you have some sort of something on your sleeve, because when we started the show, I was hot. People were all over. I was hot, but then you decided. Last minute,
bring in Keto that they stopped the whole discussion.
I told you, Mark Carter, Terry, and myself are going to put you, separate you here tonight. You decided to bring these people on board. Unacceptable. The president as well. The July 26th celebration is happening in good faith, and once again, everybody go and eat tabagi tomorrow, and you will be fine.
But
thank you very much.
You'll be just fine.
And just before we go, the president wants to say thank you.
Terry say he got Terry. What did he say?
I have a problem with the speaker of the program tomorrow.
The man even open your mouth here. You got problem.
I don't think the speaker was the right man for the job.
Not a right messenger, right?
No, not a right messenger.
I want to say thank you for your goodwill donation for the guys sent us $100 for the July 26th. It's better late than never. They're still in the season. Trust me, this whole weekend, and I want to make sure and get it to them. Thank you so much, wherever it came from. Mr. Bo Chairman, Bo Chairman, I will call meeting. Bo Chairman. Oh,
he went comunicado.
You run away when you have to pay money.
You'll be okay. You'll be just fine.
And you know why I didn't tell? Because what you do, our life still going on.
You'll be just fine.
The Liberian people will receive the good life that they have not experienced in a long time.
All right,
I
guys.
can show you that.
Yeah, good night. Okay.
So,
All right, that does it. I am Afonso Z, so Koto, thank you so much for the gift. We're going to get it to the guy. And to all our viewers, listeners, participants, your comments, your tweets, your is welcome. Musa and all of you guys, Morige, as usual, and everybody will say thank you so much. I will say happy. Kate, Bob, is that Kate or Kathy? We say thank you so much. We hope we will not allow this to escalate. And I think the training is one of the most important things to allow our people. People should exercise tolerance when they get it. And I think the Lpr mentioned a very good point. Where there's a language barrier, miscommunication can just throw everything off the radar. And that could be one of the factors. Until then, guys, we say happy independence to the people of Liberia, the presidents and the gallant men and women of the armed forces of Liberia, paramilitary personnel for the job and keeping the motherland safe. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.